Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start making our chili today. We had this sitting in the cooler, fridge, whatever you want to call it. Got our little pan heated up here. This is my Ninja, one of my favorite devices. We're on sear. Listen to that. Now we're going to start by just kind of searing our meat a little, since we already added some seasoning. But we're definitely going to need a lot more, because chili requires a lot of seasons. I like to add more seasoning to the meat than just putting it in the pot, and then let it sear off of the meat, soak into the pot that way. That way, as the fat from the meat dissolves into the food, it takes some of that seasoning with it, and you got actual seasoned meat instead of just tomato sauce. I really like a lot of meat in mine. You're gonna have to reuse these. Let's go wash. Clean up as we go. Sausage grinder from the other night. Now, if you cut some of this and you actually save this little end right here, you can regrow your onion from that. Done it a couple times, it only left. I got a little ruined, so we'll do it again. This is one of the easiest ways to peel an onion. And the sharper the knife, the better. A sharp knife will give you less tears because it's actually cutting the molecules, not bursting them. And there you go, the dirty onions off. You ain't gotta wash nothing or anything like that, some people think. Just peel off the old skin, throw them away. Use them for stock. I mean, you can really use those in stocks and seasonings if you want. And then you can always just slice a little if you want to dice it. And my knife needs to be sharpened. That'll season our meat, get it going. Mine's a little messed up from the shipping, but it still works. It's on high, it'll cook that down a little bit. Let's get back to our onions. Let's sharpen our knife, but first we have to clean it because it's Remember what I said? Always dry your knives. Water spots are your enemy. And they cause little micro messes. I don't know, micro fractures or micro dents, whatever. They dull your knife, they mess it up. Water spots are bad. Now we have a knife sharpener somewhere. My wife always moves everything on me, so I never know where anything is. There it is. Now I like this style knife sharpener. I like this style right here because it keeps your hands free. Now you can use it in the air like this if you want, but one of the best ways is at an edge over here, so that when your knife comes off, it's in the air. Don't cut yourself. Just take it, push down, and rock. Push it all the way down, rock with the knife. That way you get the tip. Don't start in the center and don't go back and forth. Just go one direction from the back to the front. And then, see how much better that cuts? Look at that. Barely any pressure, resistance. So much better. That's why I say a sharp knife is always best. More people get cut from dull knives than they do sharp knives. Because a dull knife, you're putting more pressure, you're messing up, turning angles, and it's not a good thing. Nicely cooked, rendered down some of the onion already. That's imposed some of the onion flavor into the beef. You're not making tacos or anything, so you don't need the little black bits or caramelized really well. So, we're actually going to separate this off because this pot's not big enough to make my full amount. And we got somebody whining at the door. Let's see what it is. It's a tanga. Welcome home, tanga. Another umbrella?
Yeah.
I told you guys she collects umbrellas.
No. Oh, I can smell the chili. No, it's fine. What's that? Hey, I got you ice cream.
Thank you. I was going to ask you to look for those little cookies and cream things.
Yeah. You message me?
No. Well, I did. Asked if you guys were having lunch. Alright, so we got that split up in half. Now we're going to change to slow cook, not yogurt. Let's go high. Go about 5-6 hours. We'll check it all the way in between. And over here, we've got another pot with the other half on an induction. Now, I'm the type of person, and everybody has their own recipes, their own rules. I like using part of this brine for the beans instead of using water all the time. So we're splitting this up, so we're doing 3 cans in each one. And we will use a little water or juice to get these opened up and get all that yummy goodness out of there. But first we empty all the cans. Now I don't know how expensive they are back in the States again, but these kidney beans are expensive here. There's only a few brands to get them from. And this is a Molinera. I've used it before, they taste pretty good. And then we have our chopped tomatoes, which Let's get us a fork. Plastic spoon should work. We don't cut ourselves. And there's our tomatoes. Now, we will put half in each. Try to do this without making a mess. Easier said than done. And then, of course, water to get the rest of that out.
Two hours later.
So we've had both our pots simmering for a little bit. That was a lot hotter. We got this one on a little more mild, slower temp. Kind of more of a slow cooking style. But we can tell we need more liquid. Good thing is, we've canned our own sauce. So we have our own little tomatoes here. Pureed crushed tomatoes that we canned. Now so we can hear the pop. Ready? Try not to spill it. There it goes. That's that pressure seal. Oh yeah. Smells like tomatoes. Can you see the bubble? Yes, you can, right? Let's try to get out of the light. Can we? There you go. See the bubble? That bubble right there. When you open it, oh, sorry, you're not going to see it pop up. It pops up, see? But these are tomatoes that we peeled and canned ourselves a little while back when tomatoes were really in season and they were cheap.
Wow, it's like And this one, what is this?
Same thing, it's just I don't have room. That one's cooking a little higher, hotter. This one's more of a slow cook. That one will be ready before this one. But they're both about the same thing.
So that's our dinner.
Yes. It's for you to try when it cools down a little. It's gonna be really hot at the moment.
It's from...
Yeah, from the hot one. I mean, you could potentially eat it right now, but I like the flavors to bond and meld more. Plus, I'll probably add some more tomato paste. I need you to tell me if it's tomatoey enough. Or if it tastes a lot like water and beans.
I can taste it now, but you need to put salt or no?
Not really.
I want it salty.
Yeah. But that's where the saltine crackers or chips or crackers, you know, come in handy a little.
I remember now the first time I tasted it. It's good.
So do you think it needs tomato paste?
I don't think.
Okay. I'm trying to teach her how to cook. I wanted her to try it before me. That way I wasn't pushing her which way to go on how it tastes. And of course it needs the cheese. It needs more spice.
Ayun. It's yummy, but it needs something...
It needs more tomato, it needs more heat.
Seasoning.
Yeah. Where's our other pack of cayenne?
Cayenne?
Mm-hmm. This one definitely needs more chili powder too.
This one.
Yes, those. So we'll start with one each.
Yeah, that's spicy.
Mm-hmm. Now, of course, back in Arkansas, when I would make my chili, everybody would love it, but I would usually make 2 different pots from the first starter batch. One for like my mom and sister who don't like it really hot, and then one for the rest of us who do. And I would really make it hot because we loved it. Spicier the better, but you still want to be able to eat it. So you want chili to be spicy. I mean, it is a dish that's made from chili hot peppers. And then normally you cool the spice down by using crackers, cinnamon rolls, bread, cornbread, depending on your region. Sky flakes, that's crackers, honey. Yeah. You know, saltine crackers here, they're made a bit different. So we'll put the tomato paste in both of these. Give it a little more kick. A little more color. This one's already got quite a bit of color, but it needs a little more tomato flavor. Now it takes a little while to make these merge the flavors together better. But also my family, and I see why people do, and a lot of other people, actually like to add sour cream to it also. And that helps cool down some of the spicy heat. Me, I'm just a cheese person. A nice sharp cheddar cheese, fresh onions.
Much later.
Alright, so we're gonna make a little trial here. Good thing's never tried it with sour cream before. So, my mom loves it with sour cream, I don't. So let's give her a little taste of what it's like with sour cream.
Ow.
So this will be her little test bowl of chili when she's done hurting herself.
Where's this?
You can stir it up if you want, or taste it right off the top.
Anghang.
Good. She says it's spicy.
Yeah, it's
How's the sour cream now? Do you like the addition of it? Can you even taste it?
I just tasting it. Why? Maanghang.
Here. Try this. This is mine without sour cream.
Maanghang, I need soda. Yeah.
Make it more with sour cream?
Maanghang.
I only put a tiny bit. You can put a lot more. That'll help calm down. Mom usually puts, she probably put half of this in hers.
What's the purpose of the sour cream?
Well, it adds a little more creaminess to your food.
It's
And
like milk.
it calms down it calms down the spiciness, kind of like milk takes away on your tongue when you eat something. It calms the spiciness down for you a little cream. And of course, we have some red cheddar. So I'll make you a bowl, and then we're gonna eat. So we'll see y'all in a little bit. Well, I'll show you the pot actually first. Here's the one that we cooked quick. Nice, yummy, fully developed flavors. That's a good color right there. And then the other pot, which is kind of slow cook. Because it's still cooking, it's still liquidy. Not as solidified as this one, because I let this one, turn it off and let it sit for a little bit. So, there we go. If y'all were here, I'd share with you. Delicious. So, we're gonna eat. Y'all have fun. Enjoy. I hope you have a good dinner too. One good thing is my grandma taught me how to do canning. So, we're gonna can some of our chili. And once it's canned and sealed and done properly, will last 2 to 5 years without refrigeration. So that's a great way to preserve food, especially in climates where it can be troublesome and you can't get food. Alright, put that new lid on here. You can see that's pushed in. It's already sucked it in. So it has sealed itself. These are sealed. Leave them loose a little bit so it can cool down and suck and make a suction onto it. But there's 3 cans of chili that'll last 2 to 5 years. 2 years easy without messing up the flavor. 5 years edible. Still could lose some flavor after 2 years, but they're not going to last that long. Once they cool down a little bit, we'll go ahead and write our dates on the lids so that we know what it is and when we made it. Now I like mine with crushed crackers. You got some fresh onions, some cheddar cheese, and there's more cheese at the bottom melting up. I don't like sour cream at all, so there's no sour cream in mine. But you just take it, stir it all up. Get that cheese at the bottom. So yummy. Kind of hard to see, but there you go, guys. Hope you enjoy. Bye-bye.